Good morning, first grade friends. I hope that you are doing well. We are halfway through our week, and I am so proud of you. We are ready for lesson 123 for phonics today. We're going to talk about two new digraphs. But first, let's review some of our sight words. So we're going to go through a lightning round of sight words. I'm going to just show you the cards, and we're going to go pretty quickly. I've just pulled 30 cards, so we're going to try to do this in 1 minute. Let's see if we can beat the clock. All right. The, said, of, do, into, to, who, you, your, color, what, from, our, friend, there, come, some, does, goes, been, put, want, was, where, to, done, one, sure, and don't. Great job. You were super quick on those. I wanted to talk about these two really quickly as a review. So we have there and there. Do you remember what the difference is between these cards? This there is talking about ownership, like it is their car. It belongs to them. T-H-E-I-R means ownership. This there is referring to a location. It's talking about where something is. There is my notebook. Is my notebook over there? It's talking about location. So these both say the same thing, but they have different meanings and different spellings. All right, I wanted to do another quick little activity before we get to our new digraphs. I'm going to give you a few directions and I want you to answer with the new word. Okay, we're going to just do 5 of these. So say the word hat. Now change the final sound in hat to What new word do you get? Ham. Great job. All right, we're talking about the word hat again. Change the initial sound in hat to s. Your new word is sat. Great job. Ooh, change the vowel sound. So the middle sound in hat to hut. Great job. Hut. Change the initial sound in hat to p. Your new word is pat. Great job. And last one, change the initial sound in hat to That makes mat. Great job. All right, let's go to our new skill. Echo these words and listen for the sound that's the same in each word. Ceiling, protein, seas. What sound do you hear in the medial position of ceiling, protein, seas? Do you hear the E sound? There are 2 letters making the E sound. Can you guess what they are? E-I, very good. What do you think E-I is? It is a digraph, 2 letters, E and I, coming together to make one sound, E. How do we code digraphs? We underline them. Very good. So digraph EI, digraph EI, digraph EI. Let me make that a little bit darker for you. Here's my digraphs. All right, so if this digraph says E, how should we code it? Macron above the E, cross out the I. So it says E. So let's go ahead and do that. Macron above the E, cross out the silent I. E. Macron above the E, cross out the silent I. E. Let's go back through and see what other coding these words need. So when I look at ceiling, so if it does look like there is suffix ing, but this is not a root word, so it's not a suffix actually. So there's digraph ng, and we have a VCV pattern. We have the digraph EI as a vowel, consonant L, and I. So we are going to divide this one after the L, and the I is closed in, so it will get a breathe. Ceiling, ceiling. Okay. For the word protein, we have another VCV pattern, but this time we want the O to say its name. Protein, protein. And for C's, we have that silent E at the end. C's, C's. Now, echo these words and listen for the sound that's the same. Veil, vein, rain. What sound do you hear now in veil, vein, rain? The A sound. Look at these words. What two letters might be making the A sound in veil, vein, and rain? E and I. E and I. So we underline digraphs. Underline digraph EI. Now, how can we code this so it will say A? There's not an A there, so we can't put a macron over anything. We actually can't code this digraph any further. We can't code EI to say A, so we'll just underline it. This is a rule that you'll just have to know. EI says A. Okay? There is no other coding that is needed in these words. So digraph EI makes two sounds. Digraph EI can say A and E. Is digraph EI a vowel digraph or a consonant digraph? It is a vowel digraph. E and I are both vowels, and it says vowel sounds. Great job. Let's look at our picture cards for today before we practice coding words with digraph EI. Let's see. This is something that is at the bottom of a grocery sack sometimes after you take everything out. Grown-ups might keep these to keep track of how much money they spend. It's usually printed on a little piece of paper from a cash register. Right, it's called a receipt. Receipt. When you see this card, say receipt, E. The word receipt helps us remember the E sound spelled with digraph EI. Receipt, E. Our next keyword has digraph EI with the A sound. This is something that can be worn on your head. You usually see it on brides on their wedding day. It's made of very light cloth or fine netting. Brides wear a veil. Veil. When you see this card, say veil, A. Veil helps us remember that digraph EI can be sounded like A. Okay, this is an irregular spelling, so we are not going to add it to our spelling responses, but now we know how to code it and read. So join me for today's worksheet.